Today I'm going to be showing you guys the process for my mini cannoli dome cakes. Here you can see me mixing all my dry ingredients together: my sugar, my flour, my cinnamon, and my baking soda and baking powder. I am going to give that a whisk and set aside. Now I'm going to pour my egg yolks, my oil, and my vanilla in my mixer, and I'm going to whisk that just until it's combined, as so. Now I'm going to pour in my dry ingredients, maybe about a cup's worth to start, and I did not show it, but I alternate it with milk, and I continue alternating between my dry ingredients and my milk until it looks like this. You want it very smooth, no lumps. At this point, I'm going to bring over my meringue and start folding that in. If you have not, please go watch my last video to see how I make this meringue. I'm going to fold this in small sections. Be careful not to overmix or overfold this because you'll deflate your meringue and then you won't have that nice fluffy cake-like texture. This is what your final product should look like. You see all those bubbles in there, nice and smooth. I split my cake into 2 hotel pans. I believe they were 9 inches, but don't quote me on that. I cut my cakes out with a cookie cutter. As you can see, it has those air pockets that you want. It springs back. It's nice and fluffy. At this point, you can add whatever icing or glaze, whatever you want. I cut my cakes out. I fill the silicone molds with my cannoli mousse, which I will put the recipe in the description. I didn't get a chance to record it. I pop them out and they look like this. They are frozen. In order to put the glaze on there, they need to be frozen. And that's what we're going to get into next. Chocolate mirror glaze. You're going to need some sweetened condensed milk, some vanilla, a scale, some sugar. I have gelatin sheets. You can use gelatin powder as well, but I just happen to have sheets. Water split up, cocoa powder, some dark chocolate, and a sifter. The first thing I'm going to do is pour in some water from my gelatin sheets. They take about 5 minutes to absorb the water, so I just do that first, so that way it's already done, and then I just set it aside. Now I'm going to take my chocolate, my sifter, and my cocoa powder, and I'm going to sift the cocoa powder over the chocolate. This step is very important because you do not want your mirror glaze clumpy at all. I will show you multiple steps I do to ensure the smoothest possible mirror glaze. I didn't say the mirror glaze is going to be easy. It's definitely some work, but once you get it down, it's super simple and you'll be impressing your friends and family in no time. Now you'll see me. I have a pot and I'm going to put in my sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to sift my sugar into the pot as well because, like I said, we don't want any lumps. And my remainder of water. And I'm going to take that to the stove and we're going to get that all nice and warm. Now I am on the stove. I am turning it to about low heat. I don't want this to boil. I just want to get this hot enough to dissolve my gelatin. Just give that a stir. Now we have our gelatin here. I just put a glove on. It looks weird, I know. But here you're just going to see me squeeze all the water out. Squeeze it as tight as I can. You see bubbles starting to form around the pan. That's when you know you're good to go. I'm going to turn the heat down. And I'm going to add in my gelatin. I'm just going to stir that in until it's all dissolved. Don't worry about getting every single clump and lump out, whether you're using powder or gelatin. We're going to have to strain it later, so don't worry about it. Now you see me, I have in front of me my bowl of chocolate. Sorry about this camera angle. You see me pouring in my hot milk mixture all over the chocolate and the cocoa powder. And this is what it should look like. Now you want to let that sit for about 10 minutes or so just to ensure that everything is melted and incorporated. You see me just kind of pressing the chocolate down, just make sure it's all coated in that gooey hot liquid. Now I come back after about 10 minutes and I just give that a stir. You can use a whisk at this point or a spatula, whatever. Now you're not going to get it super smooth with just mixing it. You're going to have lumps of unmelted chocolate or lumps of cocoa powder. That is okay because we're going to blend this up and we're going to press it through a strainer to get maximum smoothness. There's me feeling good about the process. Now here I'm just going to take my immersion blender and blend it up, or the immersion blender at work, and blend it up. You can put this in a blender too if you'd like. This is going to produce bubbles. You're not going to be able to get rid of every bubble, but pushing it through the strainer will help to get rid of a lot of them. But I guarantee you'll still have a smooth mirror glaze after that. As you can see, it definitely has a shine. We're just pressing out some of those lumps and bubbles. You definitely can put it through the strainer twice if you have time or want to do all that to get all the bubbles out. But this is our final product. As you can see, it's maximum shine. It's gooey. Look at all that chocolate. Look at all of that. Look how smooth that is. Now I take that and I just pour it over my cakes. I prop them up on cookie or muffin pans, turn it upside down, prop them up there, and it just falls off super easy. Here we have the final product. I coat the bottoms and perimeters in pistachios. The shine holds for about 24 hours. After that, you won't have much shine, but it'll still be just as delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys at the next video.